We're diving deep into the fighting niche to uncover the unsung heroes of the sport, the most underrated boxers with the best technique, power, speed, and heart. Get ready for a knockout extravaganza as we shine the spotlight on three extraordinary pugilists. Terence "Bud" Crawford might not be a name that rolls off everyone's tongue when discussing boxing legends. But oh boy, he should be. Known for his lightning-fast reflexes, devastating power punches, and a heart as big as the ring itself, Crawford is a force to be reckoned with. So let's break it down and find out why this undisputed champion is the true titan of the squared circle. Crawford's ring IQ is through the roof. He's like a chess grandmaster, anticipating his opponent's every move and countering with surgical precision. His footwork is so slick that he could moonwalk his way out of trouble if he wanted to. Whether switching stances like a chameleon or slipping punches like a magician, Crawford's got the moves that'll leave you scratching your head, wondering what happened. But folks, it's not all finesse and fancy footwork with Terence. This man packs a serious punch. When he unloads his cannon-like fists, you can hear the sound of thunder rolling through the arena. His opponents better have their insurance premiums paid up, because a collision with Crawford's power punches is like meeting a freight train head-on. So, note to self, don't make him angry or you might wake up seeing stars. And let's talk about speed. The man is fast, like blink and you miss it fast. His combinations come at you like a flurry of punches from a raging storm. His fists move so quickly, they're like a blur of lightning darting across the ring. Crawford's speed is not just a weapon, it's an art form. Blink once and you'll find yourself counting stars on the canvas. But what sets Crawford apart from other fighters is his heart, his unyielding spirit. When the going gets tough, this man turns into a real-life Rocky Balboa. He might be bruised, battered, and bloodied, but his resolve is unwavering. The crowd can feel the pulse of his warrior spirit as he roars back from adversity, rallying like a champion with the heart of a lion. Crawford's journey to greatness has been nothing short of inspiring. Hailing from the mean streets of Omaha, Nebraska, he had to fight his way to the top. Growing up in a rough neighborhood, he could have easily fallen into the clutches of crime and despair, but he chose the path of the warrior instead. Boxing became his salvation and the ring his canvas of dreams. His amateur career was an indication of the brilliance that lay ahead. With over 70 wins and just a handful of losses, Crawford showed promise from the get-go. But the transition from the amateur ranks to the pros is never easy, and Terence had his fair share of setbacks. However, like a phoenix rising from the ashes, Crawford bounced back, stronger and more determined than ever. He worked tirelessly to refine his skills and fix the chinks in his armor. Soon, the world began to notice as he carved a path of destruction through the welterweight division. One of Crawford's defining moments came in 2014 when he faced Yuriorkis Gamboa, an undefeated Cuban sensation. The odds were stacked against him, but Crawford thrives under pressure. He showcased his versatility, switching between orthodox and southpaw stances, and picked apart Gamboa with laser-like precision. The fight ended with a thunderous 9th-round knockout, solidifying Crawford as a rising star. As his wins mounted, so did the accolades. Crawford became the undisputed junior welterweight champion, a feat rarely achieved in the modern era. He cleaned out the division, leaving no doubts about his supremacy. His performances drew comparisons to legends like Sugar Ray Leonard and Floyd Mayweather, high praise indeed. But even with all the belts and titles, Crawford still faced the uphill battle of recognition. The boxing world seemed fixated on other marquee names, and he remained in the shadows, content to let his fists do the talking. Despite the lack of a spotlight, Crawford never wavered. He let his performances speak for themselves. From devastating knockouts to mesmerizing displays of defensive wizardry, Crawford's fights were a masterclass in the sweet science. His showdown against Viktor Postol was a testament to his adaptability, outclassing the Ukrainian with his diverse skill set. Yet, even with all these accomplishments, the boxing world hesitated to embrace Crawford fully. Some critics argued that his competition wasn't on par with the all-time greats. But as true fans of the sport, we know that greatness can only be measured by what a fighter brings to the ring, and in that regard, Crawford is in a league of his own. The desire for bigger challenges took Crawford to the welterweight division, where he set his sights on the top dogs. Crawford's tenure as a welterweight champion was a test of his mettle, facing formidable foes like Jeff Horn, Amir Khan, and Kell Brook. He took them on with the same fervor he displayed in his earlier career, proving that he was not just a flash in the pan, but a force to be reckoned with in any weight class. As we stand here today, Terence "Bud" Crawford stands at the pinnacle of the sport. His record speaks volumes: over 37 wins, 28 of them by knockout, with 0 losses. He holds multiple world titles and has defeated the best fighters the welterweight division has to offer. Yet, he remains one of the most underrated boxers in the game. When we talk about technique, Shakur Stevenson is a maestro in the ring. Watching him box is like witnessing a symphony of brilliance. His footwork is graceful, almost balletic, as he glides around the canvas, always in the perfect position to strike or evade. Stevenson's defense is airtight, and his punches are delivered with textbook precision, leaving opponents puzzled and frustrated. At just 24 years old, it's astonishing to witness the level of ring IQ and poise Stevenson exhibits. It's as if he's been boxing for several lifetimes, with a deep understanding of the sweet science that belies his age. He studies his opponents like an artist scrutinizing a blank canvas, looking for the perfect brushstroke to paint a masterpiece. But it's not just the technique that sets Shakur Stevenson apart, it's the power he possesses in those deceptively unassuming fists. Like a coiled cobra, he strikes with lightning speed and unrelenting force. His punches are compact, efficient, and devastating. When Stevenson connects, you can almost see the shockwaves reverberate through his opponents' bodies. But don't be mistaken, this young phenom isn't just about brute force. Speed is one of his most potent weapons. Shakur Stevenson's combinations come at you like a whirlwind, leaving even the most seasoned boxers floundering to keep up. His movements are so fluid and swift that it's like he's teleporting around the ring. It's no wonder he's nicknamed Fearless. Facing Stevenson is like facing a hurricane of fury. However, what makes Shakur Stevenson truly special is the heart he brings to the sport. Boxing is a grueling, unforgiving endeavor, and it takes true grit and determination to rise to the top. Stevenson's heart is evident in every fight he takes on, and he never backs down from a challenge. When the going gets tough, he digs deep, drawing strength from the wellspring of courage within him. This young warrior's journey to greatness began in New York, New Jersey, a city known for its toughness and resilience, qualities that would define Stevenson's fighting style. From a young age, he was drawn to the sport, inspired by his grandfather and fellow fighters from his neighborhood. His amateur career was a meteoric rise to the top, with countless victories and multiple national titles. And then came the 2016 Rio Olympics, where Stevenson displayed his prodigious talent on the world stage. He danced through the competition, earning himself a silver medal and capturing the attention of the global boxing community. The transition to the professional ranks was the next logical step for Stevenson, and he made his debut in April 2017. From the outset, it was clear that this young fighter was destined for greatness. He ran through his opponents with ease, displaying a level of skill and maturity beyond his years. One of Stevenson's defining moments came in October 2019 when he faced Joed Gonzalez for the WBO featherweight title. The stakes were high, as Joed was Stevenson's bitter rival outside the ring. But Shakur kept his composure, channeling his emotions into his performance. He outboxed Gonzalez with such dominance that it was like watching a masterclass in pugilism. Despite his growing list of victories, Stevenson remained an enigma to many in the boxing world. Perhaps it was his quiet demeanor or his humble nature that kept him from basking in the limelight. But make no mistake, fight fans, Stevenson's performance in the ring speaks louder than any words. His ascendancy to the pinnacle of boxing continued when he moved up to the super featherweight division. The path to greatness, however, is never without its obstacles. Stevenson faced adversity in the form of Jeremiah Nakatila for the vacant WBO interim super featherweight title in June 2021. Nakatila proved to be a formidable opponent, but Shakur's heart shone through as he battled a tough and resilient challenger. Despite facing a man significantly taller and heavier, Stevenson persevered, showcasing his determination and unyielding spirit. The fight went the distance and Stevenson emerged victorious, adding another feather to his cap. And when it comes to offense, Tank Davis is a true artist. His punches are delivered with impeccable form and devastating impact. Each shot is calculated, meant to find its mark with the precision of a laser-guided missile. His uppercuts are like deadly skies, and his hooks are sledgehammers that can fall even the toughest trees in the forest. But let's not forget about the power. Oh, the power of Gervonta Davis. When he connects, it's like a bolt of lightning striking his opponents. The sound of his punches landing is like thunder roaring through the arena. Tank Davis can turn the lights out on any fighter with a single well-timed blow. His knockout reel reads like a highlight reel from a Hollywood blockbuster. The impact of his punches sends shockwaves through his opponents, leaving them with no option but to take an involuntary nap. In the ring, it's not just about winning for Davis, it's about making a statement. A thunderous, earth-shattering statement. Now let's talk about speed. The kind of speed that'll make your head spin. Gervonta Davis moves like a phantom, disappearing and reappearing in the blink of an eye. His combinations come at you like torrential downpour, leaving opponents drenched in a storm of leather. His hand speed is blistering, leaving fighters bewildered and bewildered. You'd think that with such power and speed, Davis would be all offense and no defense, but you'd be wrong. Tank has a defensive prowess that rivals his offensive prowess. He slips punches with the grace of a dancer, making even the most aggressive opponents miss by a mile. His shoulder roll is a thing of beauty, leaving his adversaries frustrated and swinging at the air. But what sets Gervonta Davis apart is the heart. The unyielding will to succeed, and the determination to overcome any obstacle. Davis' rise to prominence was not paved with gold. It was a journey marked with struggles and sacrifices. Growing up in the gritty neighborhoods of Baltimore, he faced adversity from an early age. But instead of letting it consume him, he embraced it and turned it into fuel for his ambitions. He found solace and purpose in boxing, and under the guidance of his coach, Calvin Ford, Davis channels his energy into honing his craft. He earned the nickname Tank for his relentless work ethic and his ability to withstand any challenge that came his way. The road to the top was not without its bumps. Davis had to navigate through a sea of doubters and naysayers, but with each victory, he silenced his critics and proved that he was a force to be reckoned with. The belts kept piling up as he moved up in weight classes, leaving a trail of fallen opponents in his wake. One of the defining moments of Davis' career came when he faced off against the undefeated champion Jose Pedraza for the IBF Super Featherweight title in 2017. Many believed Pedraza's experience would be too much for the young Davis, but Tank had other plans. In a performance that showcased his technique, power, speed, and heart, Davis delivered a masterclass, stopping Pedraza in the 7th round to claim his first world title. But Davis' journey was far from over. He continued to seek challenges and took on the WBA Super Featherweight champion Leo Santa Cruz in a blockbuster showdown in 2020. This fight was an epic clash of styles. The power of Davis against the relentless volume punching of Santa Cruz. And boy, did Tank deliver. In one of the most unforgettable moments in boxing history, Davis landed a vicious left uppercut that sent Santa Cruz crashing to the canvas. It was a knockout of the year contender that left the world in awe of Davis' brilliance. So, where does Gervonta Davis stand now? He stands tall, holding multiple world titles in different weight classes, a testament to his versatility and skill. But amidst all the accolades and triumphs, Davis remains humble and grounded. He knows that the journey to greatness never ends, and there are still many mountains to climb. These fighters may have been flying under the radar, but they're certainly proving themselves time and again. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for thrilling content from the fighting niche. We'll continue to bring you the most entertaining in the fighting world. Until next time.